In a K-pop industry driven by tightly scheduled comeback cycles and relentless competition, soft signals, a vague remark, an unconfirmed promise, can sometimes carry more weight than any official teaser. This time, the epicenter of attention is Wendy, who set the global fan community ablaze with just two simple words: "I promise." When a promise becomes organic media strategy. Appearing on Knowing Brothers on April 25, 2026, Wendy did more than just participate in a variety show. She stepped into what can be described as a soft forum, a space where artists subtly shape public expectations. Within a special episode dedicated to powerhouse vocalists, Wendy maximized her emotional presence by blending technical vocal excellence with deeply personal storytelling. What stands out is not that she confirmed a comeback, but how she deliberately avoided confirming it outright. Her response, "Might there be some good news this year?" reflects a familiar communication tactic in the Korean entertainment industry, creating an ambiguity zone, enough to excite, but not enough to bind. However, when Lee Soo-gun pressed her further and she responded with "I promise," that ambiguity collapsed entirely. At that moment, it was no longer a hint, it became an emotion-driven commitment, arguably more powerful than any official announcement. Red Velvet and the challenge of reframing expectations. For Red Velvet, every comeback is not merely a musical release, but a redefinition of identity. After years of balancing group and solo activities, the critical question is no longer when they return, but how they return without losing their essence. In this appearance, Wendy subtly shifted the narrative from product to fan relationship. Her remark, "The fans are waiting for us, after all," is not just acknowledgement, it reframes the foundation. A comeback is no longer purely a corporate decision, but a direct emotional response to audience demand. Shine On Me Girl, more than just a nickname. Wendy's nickname, Shine On Me Girl, carries deeper technical and personal significance than it may appear. Originating from her performance in the debut track Happiness, the title reflects not only her stable high notes but also a vocal foundation built from an early age. Her anecdote about developing vocal projection through lively, energetic conversations with her father may sound casual, but it reveals a key vocal principle: natural projection and breath control often stem from early communication environments. This insight helps explain the consistent resonance and openness that define her voice in the K-pop landscape. When an idol becomes more than a performer. One of the most impactful moments of the episode did not come from the stage, but from Wendy's story about performing at a fan's wedding. After learning about the fan's upcoming marriage at a signing event, she personally tracked down the groom's contact information to arrange a surprise appearance. This act goes beyond dedication, it reflects a broader industry shift toward personalized fan engagement. In an era where fan service is often systematized, such individual gestures stand out as rare and meaningful. Wendy doesn't just maintain her relationship with fans, she invests in it as a core pillar of her career. Vocal mastery, a standard reaffirmed. Her cover of The Lonely Bloom Stands Alone by HYNN cannot be overlooked. Known for its extreme difficulty, the song serves as a benchmark for vocalists, demanding precise breath control, a wide range, and emotional delivery. Wendy didn't just execute the song, she reinterpreted it. Her near-flawless handling of the climax demonstrated that her technique has surpassed the level of a skilled idol vocalist, approaching that of a fully fledged professional singer. Solo success and group synergy. The success of her third mini-album Cerulean Verge, featuring the title track Sunkiss, solidified Wendy's standing as an independent solo artist. What makes this notable is that her solo achievements have not distanced her from group activities. Instead, they act as a reverse catalyst, elevating expectations for Red Velvet's comeback. This is a rare model in K-pop, where individual growth does not overshadow the group but instead enriches it. The Scout and the transition to mentorship. Wendy's upcoming role as a mentor on The Scout marks a significant transition, from performer to guide. Unlike traditional idol roles, mentorship requires analytical thinking, evaluation skills, and the ability to transfer knowledge, competencies forged through real-world experience. Her participation, set to premiere on May 8, 2026 expands her professional scope and positions her as a multidimensional artist, one capable of shining on stage while also shaping the next generation behind the scenes. Conclusion: one promise, multiple meanings. Ultimately, I Promise is more than a comeback confirmation. It is a convergence point between past, present, and future, bridging Wendy's personal journey, Red Velvet's legacy, and the expectations of fans. In an industry where almost everything is meticulously planned, it is these seemingly spontaneous moments that carry the greatest impact. And if that promise materializes in 2026, it will not just mark a comeback, it will stand as a reaffirmation of identity built on trust rather than strategy.